friends, and welcome back to Parent Story Hour. Today I'm going to try something different that I've never done before in Story Hour, and this is going to be a two-part story because I have a really good book, but it's kind of long. So I'm going to read part one today, and then the conclusion will be on Monday. So we'll be reading Richard Scarry's The Supermarket Mystery, one of my favorites. So let's see if you have some guesses for solving the mystery before Monday. So here we go. Sam Cat and Dudley Pig are very fine detectives. They will tell you that if anyone has a problem, they can solve it. Grocer Dog telephoned them to tell them that he had a problem. Sam and Dudley drove to Grocer Dog's supermarket to see if they could solve it. Dudley parked the car outside the supermarket. My, where did Dudley ever learn how to drive? You can see this is already a good team, crashing into things. Grocer Dog explained that someone had been stealing food from his supermarket. The only way out was through the checkout counter. Someone had been sneaking food out of the store without paying the cashier for it. It's a mystery to me how they do it, said Grocer Dog. But then we shall find out, said Dudley. We must first put on our disguises. We don't want the robber to know who we are. Sam and Dudley went into Grocer Dog's private office. Dudley always kept disguises in his umbrella. I mean, that's a... Really? You couldn't just have a backpack? Whenever he and Sam went to look like someone else, they put on their costumes from Dudley's umbrella. Okay. Fair enough. So here they are, and it looks like Sam is dressing as a sack of potatoes. Really? He had a sack of potato disguise in his umbrella. Okay. Just look at the nice lady shopper coming out of Grocer Dog's office. And what is that in her shopping cart? Why, it's a sack of potatoes. You wouldn't know that it was Sam and Dudley, would you? Now, don't tell anyone. Keep your eyes and ears open, Dudley said to Sam Potatoes. The robber's probably stealing food this very minute. So, I'm going to show you. Here's their disguise. It's Dudley's dressed as a woman with a sack of potatoes in her cart with eyes. And then I'm going to show you the whole supermarket scene so that you can decide who you think is possibly stealing food. There's a lot of shady characters in there. Lots and lots of possibilities that the thief was in there. So who do you think it is? Coochie coo, said Dudley. What a cute baby bunny. You're much too thin. Your mother should feed you more. That's not a bunny, Dudley, said Sam Potatoes. That's a doll. A few minutes later, Dudley said, Sam, I've solved the mystery. I know how the robber steals. Look, there she is now. So here's a little walking up to the cart and okay. And he thinks he spots the robber. Dudley rushed across the supermarket. He grabbed a lady's hat off her head and smashed it to the floor. I've got you now, he shouted. That's not make-believe fruit on your hat. It's real fruit, and you were going to steal it. Just look, said the lady. You have ruined my new hat. You think you're so smart. Here, eat one of these real apples. Dudley took a bite of the apple. It was not a real apple. It was made of cloth, and it was stuffed with feathers. Poor Dudley. So look at this poor woman just shopping in her nice hat, and they just rip it off her head and end up eating it. I mean, so far, I don't think they're really top-notch detectives. Dudley was sorry he had ruined the lady's hat. To show everyone he was a really nice lady, he helped Mother Bunny pick out a watermelon that she couldn't reach. Now please catch this one, said Dudley. Meanwhile, Sam Potatoes was keeping his eyes and ears open. Dudley, said Sam, did you notice? That doll is getting fat. Dudley was not paying attention to what Sam was saying. Sam, look, he shouted. There's the robber. This time I'm sure of it. Dudley ran off through the store. Okay, so here he is helping the woman with the watermelon. There's a little mouse in her shopping cart. A lady shopper wished to buy a sack of potatoes. Sam Potatoes escaped from her just in time. That lady crocodile is the robber. She's hiding stolen food in her baby carriage. Dudley smashed into the baby carriage, but it was not stolen food. Mother Crocodile was furious. Just when I finally get my darling babies to sleep, you have to come along and awaken them, she said. Dudley, I could have told you she wasn't the robber. I know who is doing the stealing. Okay, so here's the poor unsuspecting woman, and there's her babies, which I would be mad too. Look at how they cry. It looks dangerous. And for once, Dudley paid attention. Who is it? How do you know? There's no time to explain, said Sam. The robber has to leave by way of checkout. Hurry, it's that lady with the fat. And that's all he says. Hurry, it's that lady. And that poor hippo with her oranges. She's just trying to be healthy. Before Sam could finish talking, sploosh, Dudley landed in a pickle barrel. Clunk. Sam landed on his head. He was knocked unconscious. How dare you call me fat, said the lady, and where did you learn how to drive? But look, someone is picking up a sack of potatoes to take home for supper. Uh-oh. So here he is in the barrel of pickles. He gets knocked unconscious, and then look what is happening here. So the hippo's yelling at him, and somebody is taking the other detective somewhere. And that's where I'm going to leave it for today. So drop your guesses in the comments, and the exciting conclusion of the supermarket mystery will be on Monday. So hope everyone is staying sane and healthy, and have a great weekend.